Hi everyone, Octract here. Okay, so you saw the thumbnail and read the title. I have finally gotten around to making this video about why I quit Geometry Dash last year. A lot has happened since then, so we'll discuss that too, including Open Hexagon, Linux, and generally the future of this YouTube channel. I made my decision to quit Geometry Dash on Christmas night of 2021, and I've been waiting for a good time to make this video ever since then. First, I thought March, then in summer, then sometime in the fall, but I've always had more important things to work on. Truth be told, right now is still not a good time, but this video would never be made if I waited until my to-do list is empty, so here we are, a full year later. There were multiple factors that I weighed in making the decision to quit, and I wanted to share my thought process here because it might be useful for some of my viewers. The biggest factor was the regular time commitment. Between weekly demons, daily levels, quests, and maintaining my leaderboard position, Geometry Dash had me coming back to it multiple times per day. As a diamond grinder, it was especially bad for me, and the game was almost like a religion, a set of chores to do. Now, regardless of your view on religion, a game commanding such a level of dedication from its players is concerning. It either comes between the player and their religion, or it fills the void in one's life that a religion would normally fill, defeating the point of being a religious. Now, I'm not saying that having time-sensitive features is inherently wrong, or that Geometry Dash implemented them in an unethical way. I'm just saying that when a game causes me to treat the game like a religion, then I have a problem that I need to deal with. If this describes you, then it's something you should think about as well. This issue also made me quit a couple of other games that I was playing, those being Pokemon Shuffle and Pokemon Masters EX, two mobile games that I had on my phone. The second factor I considered was focus. Social media and video games have served to damage people's attention spans. When I would run out of focus to work on homework, I often found myself playing levels here and there in Geometry Dash. Also, since I mostly had small tasks to do in Geometry Dash, the game was contributing to my difficulty in focusing on more important but less engaging tasks. The third factor was overall time drain. The time I was playing Geometry Dash every day added up significantly over time, and while it's certainly true that I probably can't or won't be focused on productive tasks in all that time, it's still wasted time nonetheless. In college, I had a senior project I was working on, but it needed to be delayed and ultimately taken in a different direction because I wasn't spending enough time working on it. Had Geometry Dash been out of the picture, then maybe the senior project would have gone closer to plan rather than completely falling off the rails. While you can argue that it was a self-control issue on my part, I felt that I was already keeping my playtime to a minimum. If I played less, then I would fall behind in diamonds or even miss daily levels. I felt that I was backed into a corner, and I needed to make an all or nothing choice. And the last factor I considered was that Geometry Dash was more frustrating than fun. Many new levels have difficult user coins that are either insanely well hidden or incredibly painful to obtain. I did not enjoy dealing with them, and there were many levels I just put in a level folder to deal with for later. And on top of that, these levels were becoming more and more common as daily levels, so I was encountering them whether I wanted to or not. Furthermore, with my 4,000 hours of experience, I just expected to beat levels quickly without too much trouble. When that didn't happen for various reasons, I was getting frustrated with my lack of progress. The game just wasn't fun anymore, and it didn't make sense to spend so much time playing it and doing the chores of beating the daily level and clearing the quests every single day when there just wasn't any enjoyment to be had. I will be honest though, sometimes I missed the game. I've screwed around for a bit in GD from time to time, and I've even considered coming back just to beat Bloodbath. However, I do truly enjoy not feeling any obligation to take time out of my day and play frustrating levels. It felt liberating to quit Geometry Dash. I feel free now, like I have more time to do what I want or need to do. Now that we've covered why I quit, I want to talk about where I stand with Geometry Dash outside of the game itself. I'm still an admin in the Star Grinders Discord server. Expectedly, though, I have not been particularly active in that role. In fact, even before I quit Geometry Dash, I wasn't all that active of an admin. Now, however, it seems to make even less sense for me to be an admin. Even as I wrote this script, a random person was messaging me asking to join, and I needed to redirect him to someone else who could help him because I generally don't check over people's accounts. The situation is even worse on the updated leaderboard server, where I'm listed as a developer just because I made an overall points formula that isn't even being used anymore. I'm basically useless when it comes to helping people with the updated leaderboard. I probably should not have either of these authority roles. At the same time, though, I don't want to leave the star grinding community, and I do want to be able to provide insight to the SG staff team. I helped with some situations over the last year regarding rules, moderation, and server organization, and I'm not sure if we would have reached the best outcomes without my involvement. The funny thing is, when I first became staff in SG, I suggested a retired staff role, foreseeing a time like now when I would want to take a step back. Things got out of hand with the role, and the server has since gone without it for a few years. Basically, since I quit, I feel like I'm in limbo when it comes to the social side of Geometry Dash. On the YouTube side, there are 3 Geometry Dash videos I've been planning to make for over a year now. Like with this video, I decided to put aside my other responsibilities and make those videos before producing them would simply cease to make sense anymore. You can expect to see those videos over the course of the following week. After that, there is no more Geometry Dash content. I'm sorry, but it's over. Alright, now let's transition to talking about Open Hexagon. You are probably thinking that I picked up that game and replaced Geometry Dash with it. That was my idea too, as it provided challenging gameplay without any time-sensitive tasks like daily levels or quests. I could walk away from it and come back whenever I wanted, no problems. However, the most recent Open Hexagon League tournament showed me that I've plateaued in skill and that the game is more frustrating than fun, just like what happened with Geometry Dash. I'm 24 years old, and my ability to climb in skill is waning. My reaction time is starting to slow, and there are more things of greater importance competing for my time. I don't want to play just to go nowhere, especially if it'll just frustrate me, so I think it's time for me to take leave of Open Hexagon too. I need that time for more important things anyway, like finishing my belated senior project. And now we reach the final part of the video. What's next for this YouTube channel? Well, while I do have Open Hexagon clips sitting around, they are all of scores that I want to improve before uploading them. Instead, since I'm not satisfied with them despite having no intention to improve those scores anymore, I decided to turn them into the background footage you are seeing in this video. Therefore, when it comes to gaming, you'll only see 2 sets of videos in the near future. First is the 3 Geometry Dash videos that we'll be releasing over the coming days. Once these are out, then I will upload a few videos with clips from Skywars games I played on Hypixel about 2 years ago. I recorded them and just never did anything with them until now, so I hope you'll enjoy some of the crazy plays that are inside. After that, I have no more gaming content planned. Alright, now while that's the end of the gaming content, you've probably seen me mention in video descriptions a couple of times that I plan on releasing videos about transitioning to Linux. And specifically, I want to address some of the common challenges that people face in making the switch. This is part of the senior project that I've mentioned a couple of times now in this video, and the videos that I will be making are just a piece of the overall project. Back when I quit Geometry Dash, this wasn't the subject of my senior project. Originally, I wanted to make a database to help a small organization manage inventory for its homeless outreaches. However, upon deeper analysis, I realized that the project would be of little benefit, so I pivoted to a project centered around Linux. This was in response to Windows 11's system requirements and Windows 10's planned end of life in October of 2025. The videos that I will create will mostly address specific problems that I have faced in switching to Linux. Now, there is a limited number of topics for me to turn into videos in this area, and I don't have plans to make a lot of general Linux content, so once my senior project is done, I will quickly run out of content and will stop publishing videos. There will still be videos from time to time, still mostly related to Linux, but I don't really have any plans. Basically, this YouTube channel will become dormant. I suppose it was bound to happen eventually, but now it's actually in sight. I don't think it's a sad ending, though. It just means that life moves on, and we need to do what's best for us and those around us. But let me know what you think. Did I explain something poorly or miss a topic you wanted to hear about? Let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to get back to you. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.